We are delighted to be joined right now in studio by one of 4 players who will sign on the dotted line either in the next couple of days. Nathan's going to sign tomorrow to earn a scholarship at West Virginia University. We've watched him literally grow up through the years. Kind of identified him in middle school and said, you know, that kid's pretty tall. He might have a chance. He just might have a chance. And then we've watched him progress. And as time has gone on, he has earned offers, and tomorrow we'll make it official. And Nathan Adrian joins us here on the Northside Automotive Statewide Sportsline. So if you're watching in, you can get a full look at his height. And Brad's just
you want him to stand up during the interview just to get the full effect? Should he stand or sit, or what do you want to do here?
I always get a little cautious when I do these interviews, because when they're high school kids, like, people come back and, why'd you make, the kid's just in high school, why'd you make him stand up, embarrass him, all that kind of stuff. I guess, like, I don't know, just, all right, yes, stand up. I'm not going to make you say. So, how are you, buddy?
I'm great. How are you?
Good to have you. I appreciate you coming in. A lot of stuff going on. Practice started this week for high school teams. How are the Mohegans going to be this year?
We should be good. I mean, we think we're the team to beat in the state. But
really? That good?
Yeah.
It's always an
early declaration.
So you guys are feeling good about it. How many starters back? 3?
5.
All 5 of you guys are back?
Yeah.
All 5 starters?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Well, heck, yeah, the pressure's on you then. I mean, you guys should win it. Probably shouldn't lose. Probably should beat every team by 20, I would think. Don't you, Brad?
Yeah, no question.
No question. I'm sure Coach Yester will have you guys X and O'd all out there. And just schedule-wise, you guys doing anything special? Any trips down south, Beckley? Playing any good competition?
Yeah, we go to a tournament in Martinsburg before Christmas. Go to Pittsburgh to play a team after Christmas. We go down to Beckley to play in a tournament, and then we play Martinsburg twice. They should be real good, too.
Yeah, so South Charleston as well?
Yeah, South Charleston.
Good. That's good stuff. Are you anxious? Are you kind of so used to knowing that you were going to go to West Virginia at this point? In other words, you had made the commitment a while back. Is this just kind of anticlimactic, or have you, over the last couple of days, kind of gotten a little giddy that, hey, I'm signing a scholarship at West Virginia University?
I'm pretty excited to do it.
Excited, anticipated?
Yeah, I'm excited.
Is it kind of like reality setting in right now that you're kind of going like, this is happening?
Yeah, I've been used to it for the last 2 years, so it's kind of just been sitting at me, but now it's actually happening, so it's all becoming real.
You guys are going to make it a family affair tomorrow night, right? You're going to have your signing and get everyone together.
Yep. And
your dad, right? Now, your dad, apparently I described him. I described him in the past. What was the word that I used?
You apparently, I've got it from family sources, use the word thick. And he thinks that's not...
In a positive way.
But he feels that's a negative description. I think he said he'd rather be called stocky.
See, I would go with thick over stocky any day, wouldn't you?
I think he's too tall to be stocky.
I think he's thick.
Nathan, you've known him for even longer than I. Well, actually, no, but you've known him for a long time.
Nathan, the point I was making was this. See, in my definition, thick is a good thing. I mean, thick means big and strong. I mean, gooey is bad. Like if I called him gooey, that would be a bad thing. I think he's a man. I mean, that's a man. What I was saying was, you, body-wise, have a chance as time goes on, because are you 18, 17 yet?
17.
You're still 17. When you turn 18?
March.
In March. So you're late.
Yep.
That's great. I mean, your parents could have kept you home.
Yeah.
You could be a junior right now.
Could.
Wow. That's good. So, as I was saying, I think you've got the chance to stock up. The 2 freshmen right now, Terry Henderson and Aaron Harris, they have each gained 20, and they got here in June. That's 5, right? 5 months. They got 20 on them. You weigh right now what?
205.
You're 205, and you're legitimate 6'10".
I wouldn't go that far.
With shoes. See, now there you are. With shoes,
yeah.
With shoes, you're a legitimate 6'10".
Yeah.
Well, that's good, because last time I checked, players use their shoes during games.
Which is why I kept quoting the 6'10" height. I was trying to be accurate with that.
No, absolutely. Absolutely. So, as you get ready for this season, what part of your game do you feel totally comfortable with? What do you, as you go to work each day and practice, you're saying, I want to keep getting better at what? Or is it across the board everything?
I'm comfortable shooting. My 3 game's pretty good. I'm working on my post game more. to become a more all-around player, and they'll be more useful in West Virginia high school basketball because everybody's smaller.
Mm-hmm. When you watch the Mountaineers and when you've talked to WVU's coaches, they view you as a pick-and-pop guy. How do they view you? How do you see them using you?
They want me to shoot threes, obviously.
So do I, by the way.
We could use that
tomorrow.
And after Monday night, I like anyone that can shoot anything straight that goes through the net. That would be new, actually. That would be a new concept. That would be a good idea.
So continue working on the jump shot, right?
Where do you feel comfortable from as far as threes go? Have you changed your shot at all?
No.
Same shot.
Yep.
Get it up and get it off.
Yep.
Nate, you didn't play AAU this summer. We know it can be a meat market, but you had a mindset behind that. You want to get bigger and stronger. Did you think it benefited you being away from the AAU circuit, or do you think maybe you should have played more?
I think it benefited me a little bit. I got to get in the gym by myself and work on my game individually more rather than traveling all the time. And I also got to lift, 3 or 4 times a week instead of being out of town and sitting on my butt in a hotel.
By the way, if you're watching on our video stream right now, WVMetroNews.com, we've got highlights of Nathan in action. I haven't seen you play in a while. You're coming along.
Yeah.
Nice. Seriously, when you think about a guy, and I'm watching here, 6'10", stroking it, that's Pittsnoglian.
You know who else I'll give you that had a great NBA career from my hometown? Matt Bullard. Remember Matt Bullard?
Yeah.
6'10" guy, played at Colorado, Iowa, and then long NBA. I know that's too old for you. You probably don't remember him, but Matt Bullard type deal.
I'm kind of caught here a little bit watching your highlights.
We got a show going on here. Can you come back and join us here while we?
No, but you know what I'm getting. You know what I mean. You used to push the ball. You used to carry your shot low. Yeah. It used to rise low. Now you're getting it off, and then you've changed that part of it.
Yeah, I started up higher now. It's quicker.
Talk a little bit about your growth. You play, the ability that you have to shoot is obviously because when you were younger, you played in the backcourt, you played guard.
Yeah.
Were you always, like in kindergarten, when I look at your picture, were you the tallest kid in the class?
I was always the tallest, but I don't know. I always liked shooting.
So you worked on your dribbling, you worked on shooting the ball.
Yep.
And you just felt more comfortable outside.
Yep.
Your dad was telling me a story. You're first grade living in Ridgely. Your family still lived in Ridgely. But they'd bring you over and play at the Ridgedale against the third graders with your older brother.
Drive an hour and a half.
Is that right?
Yep.
So you guys were out near Kaiser.
Yep.
And you would drive into Morgantown to get to kind of roll with the third graders at Ridgedale Elementary. Is that right?
Yep.
So, but you also played football.
Mm-hmm.
Baseball too?
Yeah.
At any point? And you liked football?
I did like football.
And you miss football to this moment?
I do.
But you said, this is where I'm going to hitch my horse onto this deal.
Football wasn't my best idea.
Did you like? But you liked it.
Yeah, I did a lot.
Yeah. Now, whose style? Give us a style of somebody in college or pros. Do you watch anybody and try to emulate that? Do you look up to anybody's game, or you're you?
I mean, I really don't. I just watch.
You just watch and go play.
Yeah.
What you were obviously old enough to remember Kevin Pittsnogle.
Mm-hmm.
Did you like his game? Do you see yourself in his game?
I do. I feel like I can dribble a little more than he can.
Yeah.
I'm a little more mobile, but the 3-ball, same.
Yeah. Boy, it's a heck of an advantage when you got a big that can step out and make a defender come out to get you. It opens a bunch of stuff up in the middle. And I think that Eric Murray, not to say that he's going to live behind the three-point arc, but I think eventually, he's got that ability 16, 17 feet away to pull out a defender, which should help the guys down inside eventually.
You've practiced with those guys. What do you think?
Oh, yeah, he can shoot the 3, too. I mean, in practice, he shoots them all the time, but he just got to get used to playing with the other guys. It's his first year here, so.
Absolutely. I know. In reality, when you think about it from the other night, you got 3 guys on that floor that started the game that weren't in the program, at least playing last year. You had 2 that were working out. You had the other guy was at BC. It's a whole new deal, but at the same time, that was frustrating. So this is all good. This is good. Real good.
Hey, what's it been like to have that target on your chest? I mean, I've seen your games over the last couple of years, and certainly last year, especially after your announcement. I mean, people know who you are. You go on the road to the Fairmont Armory, and they certainly know who you are. What's that like? I mean, we can't really imagine that. I don't think. Maybe Tony can.
It's a lot different, Every time you try to do something, there's always someone there to help defend you. The fans usually get a good time chanting stuff at me.
Yeah,
So.
like you're not worthy. You can't play. I'm sure you're getting you can't play at WVU. You can't play. So you get. How do you deal with that stuff?
It doesn't bother me.
That's good. That's good because you'll hear a lot worse.
Oh yeah,
You'll hear a lot worse than that coming up. Absolutely.